Hello, my name is Walker James, and I want to talk to you tonight about perspectives and what perspective means and how important perspective is in our lives. Perspective is a point of view, meaning that when you have a perspective, you can look at something in multiple different ways, and something can, depending on where you're viewing it from, can have a different meaning depending on your point of view, on how you're looking at something. Let me give you an example of this. Artist and a preacher and a cowboy all come up to the Grand Canyon at the same time. The artist looks out and says, "Whoa la la, what a magnificent painting for to paint." Preacher looks out and says, "Hey man, what an amazing display of God's glory." Cowboy, he looks out, shakes his head and says, "I don't know about y'all, but that would be one horrible place to lose a cow." As you can see, all three of these people were looking at the same thing, the Grand Canyon. Yet they each had a different perspective of what they were seeing. That was my problem entirely. God had given me not one, but two boys with special needs. My response to this challenge was anger. I was mad at God. I was angry at him for what he had done in my life. He was not cooperating with the Walker game plan for life. And so I did the only thing I knew how to do. How do you punish an infinite God? All I could do was throw a temper tantrum, be mad at him, get mad at him. So that's what I did for 12 long years. At the end of that 12 years, I realized by conversations I was having with my friends and their grown normal kids, they were worried about things that I couldn't worry about, right? Because my boys couldn't do anything. They only knew how to do one thing. Their kids could do all these other things. So they were worried about them getting drunk and driving a car and hurting somebody, getting addicted to drugs, or living on the street, or robbing or stealing or hurting other people. Me, I didn't have to worry about any of those things. All I had to worry about was how my boys were going to love, or who my boys were going to love. That is when it dawned on me. I had misjudged God. I had the wrong perspective of God. And if I did this, then there must be other people out there that are doing this as well. So when a challenge comes into your life, when a difficulty comes into your life, if your child is born with Down syndrome or autism, or maybe has cancer or gets cancer and dies or passes away, or a loved one passes away, how do you respond to those challenges that God allows into your life? How you respond, of course, is going to determine your character and your level of your relationship with God. That is what I want to teach other people. That is what I want to bring to them, is help them through the difficulties that they've come across in their lives, and show them how, if we look at God, if we know that he's all loving, all powerful, all kind, then he doesn't mean for these things to hurt us. He wants these things to heal us, to grow us, and to help us fall in love with him. But there's an added twist to it. He wants us to use those things that he's teaching us to help other people, to give them to other people, to help them in their relationship with him as well. And that's the purpose and the goal of what we're trying to accomplish here. Hope you'll join us.